She wore her hair straight and bottle blonde, with wire-framed glasses and flawless MAC makeup. Her appearance was intimidating, and her voice was deep and full, yet her personality was kitten-like. Jace, on the other hand, was paper-thin, petite with smooth, dark skin, and very, very chic. A lifelong Brooklynite, one would take her for a fashion magazine editor rather than a writing professor. "Andi, come with us to the cocktail party after the seminar," Jace said. "I don't know, cocktail parties aren't my thing," I replied. "She doesn't drink," Maggie explained. "So what?" "So I don't want to be the only sober one. Come on, you know those things. They're meat markets and show-off fests, and the more intoxicated you are, the more likely you'll get hit on by Joe Doolittle and not mind it." "Might be worth it if he has tenure," Jace said. "I won't drink either," Maggie offered. Mags was the type of person who would give you $100 if you casually mentioned you needed to buy 100 lottery tickets to increase your chances of winning. "Just come," Jace said again. "You don't have to drink. People watch. It's a great time to network." You can always convince me to network. The cocktail party followed the seminar 2 hours later at the National Arts Club in Gramercy Park. Most of the seminar attendees stuck around, making a weekend of it. Maggie, Jace, and I found a small Thai place for a quick dinner before returning to the club to freshen up. We entered fashionably late, of course. Jace immediately began to mingle, a cosmopolitan already in her hand. Maggie ordered a wine spritzer. I slowly sipped a ginger ale. We found a high-legged table that was not too scented in the room, yet not too removed from the crowd. We sat for a while, invited people to join us and talk teaching for a bit. Then people watched. "You know, John Kirkland is not as tall as he looks when he's at the podium," I remarked, watching him yucking it up with 2 professors from NYU. "You're right. And did you notice the snorting noise he makes when he's about to begin a new thought?" I tried to stifle my laugh, but it came just as I sipped my drink, and thus I began both a laughing and coughing fit while the carbonation pinched my nostrils. Just then, as I smeared ginger ale from the front of my shirt, I saw him enter the room with one of the textbook reps. Tall, 6 feet, maybe a few inches to spare. Mid to late 30s, possibly. He wore a taupe-colored suit, Versace, I think, with a finely woven shirt underneath. Alluring, to say the least. His dark hair fell forward in wispy layers, yet stayed close to the nape of his neck. Perfect for running my fingers through, I thought. Olive-skinned, yet could also be booth-tanned. Hard to tell in the lighting. When another rep greeted the couple, he flashed a smile that sent sparks from his— what were they? Brown eyes? Regardless of the color, they had transfixed me in the split second of that smile. "Who is that guy with Allison?" I asked. "I didn't see him at the seminar." "I don't know," Maggie replied, "but he's gorgeous, isn't he? Maybe he's her husband?" "Let's mingle," I said, and got up to walk around. I chimed in on conversations about Trimber's newest article and the memorial for the late Donald Murray, and what's going on at Brooklyn U, and had I heard any good gossip about SCCC lately. All the while, I tracked Versace with my peripheral vision, like a hidden camera. I watched him schmooze with professors, sip his drink, and turn every woman's head in the room. What's more, I watched some of the women exchange knowing glances with each other, almost like a secret handshake behind his back. I had to find out who he was. I approached another rep. "Great job today, Carol." "Thanks, Andi." Carol stood about 5'5" and had audacious red-orange hair that fell past her shoulders. She was pale and thin, in her 40s, and wore silk scarves with every combination of business pinstripe pant or skirt suit. I leaned into her, underneath the chatter.